country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Sooners.
Dude, people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays. 4.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, sweet feet. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
From just inside their own 20, it's 2nd and 9 from the 19. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 15. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground. He's got it again. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Hawkins. Trying to get to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well and make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure. But when you do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll
defense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Trying the left side. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision. And you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And you've already sent your punt around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Buys a little extra time. At the 45 on his way. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. From the gun, looking for a man. Snags it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. back on the field and ready to roll. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Oh, picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job on the offense extending their lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's looking to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but set up in a goal-to-go situation. This is as good as it gets for this offense to succeed.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really... Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of the way with their fingernail. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for room at the 40. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Coming after it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complimentary football.
Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He's right on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Quarterback will audible. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Pitt will have to boot this one away. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They bring the punter onto the field now. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Get set.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Thomas looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On second down, he'll fire. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Hawkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pulls it in inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Going up top on first down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And you saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Hello. He's doing haircuts for free.
Yeah, no, like it's hecka good too.
For free?
Free.
If you where he, I don't get it. Where he at?
He's at the park.
All right,
My friend Brendan's gonna get stuff too.
all right. You can get cut.
Uh,
All right.
Bye bye.